Hello, good evening. Sorry, but just a touch late. We were just doing a video that you'll be able to watch later. Not exciting. No special stuff.
Not an exciting. No, it's the greatest video you've never watched.
No, it's a good video. Yeah. I just meant it's not like we didn't have someone in the studio and that sort of thingy, but it's a good video, so make sure you watch it.
Yeah.
And put your £2 worth in, because why wouldn't
Come out on Premier tonight.
Yeah, see?
Thanks, James.
See, there you go. So,
You ever thought of bringing that mic closer to you rather than you leaning in?
The keyboard not here though.
Well, then just pull it over a bit closer to yourself.
No, but there's not enough. I just feel like there's too much going on here. No.
okay.
I suppose.
How are you all anyway?
Give it
Hope
a
you're
go.
well. Hope you're well.
What have you done?
Kick the book.
What's he done? Oh, kick the book. Like we kicked the book. James, you all right?
We've
Yeah.
Stress on him.
So,
Where'd you go after the match yesterday, James?
Where did it go? Oh, someplace in Crosby. It was with my mum and dad. That wasn't when.
Some place.
Yeah. You just
for that.
ended up there.
What's that the main street called?
South Road.
South
Yeah.
Road. And what kind of food was it?
Pizza.
And what was it called?
Can't remember.
You can't remember what it was called. Okay.
Come back to me.
I've had the pizza on South Road, didn't I?
Nicholas.
There we go.
Sounds like you were in someone's living room.
It's nice though.
Nicholas' living room. Sound? That's all we wanted to know. The whole world were waiting for you to tell them.
Well, now the whole world know.
5-star rating or 4?
No, it was good.
Don't say yeah. If it wasn't, don't give it 5 stars. It wasn't 5 stars. 4.7 or what?
4.5.
Okay. So,
Because I've never had Michelin star food to compare it to.
don't
I
have
don't
to. Not many of us that do. I've had
No,
Michelin
but
star.
I don't know what the peak is yet.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going
It's
on.
the Thursday afternoon. It's the Thursday. It's the Monday afternoon international.
I know.
Day.
It's
Nothing's going on.
We've just got to literally just have a chat about anything. So get your things in,
Just
whatever you want to
get
talk
your
about.
stuff in. Find out what James's greatest pizza ever was.
Mm.
Me feast.
Don't say me. Don't. I went to the house and got one made.
The ones from the outer are nice though. You get made.
Take you out. No, go to Rudy's.
I have. Posh Matty bought it, didn't he?
Oh yeah, we got and it was lovely because it was like cold and it was beautiful. That. So you're saying Rudy's wasn't as good as the one you went to on the other day?
The one I went to today was better.
Was it? Was it better because your mum and dad were there?
Um,
You know, the family ambience and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know when you have pizza and it's got like the little like charcoaly and like burnt bit to it?
No.
Like that.
No, that's not supposed to happen.
No.
No, I don't like that.
You mean coal?
No, like, it's like the.
Bit charcoal
Honest,
and
explain
burn
what I
bit.
mean, but that's. It's not just like solid crust, if that makes sense.
Okay,
Like,
it's not solid
it's a bit
crust.
nice.
It's a bit nice. Put that on the poster. It's a bit
It's a
nice.
bit
I'm
nice.
not a food reviewer, I don't know.
How come you never got on MasterChef as a judge?
Because he was saying, my delicacy is burnt and charcoal
No, it's
bits.
not burnt, but it's meant to be like that. I
No,
feel.
Okay,
I think it is because it's nice.
all right.
Yeah. I was just looking at there was a bit in the Guardian, wasn't there, about the next generation, young players.
Oh, sorry, I don't know where you're going then.
Young players who were born between September 2008 and August 2009. But Amari Moses was linked in it, was put in it.
Oh, yeah.
Who was at Everton, who of course trained with Everton's first team in September. He was obviously very, very young. He's come out of the Moston Tigers club in Manchester, which has had loads of really good young players. And he's obviously been involved with the under-18s as well this season, but he's one who they think has got a real chance of playing for Everton's first team.
Nice.
He's only, he's a baby, so if we can keep hold of him, and I think that's why the likes of. I think that's why the likes of Nick Cox is coming from United to stop all that us losing. Yeah, to stop us losing players.
Yeah.
The way we were, and I spoke to you before about him and how highly rated Cox is to get, and Everton have done really well to get him. So it's interesting. It's quite exciting because obviously you've got Braden Graham, who we obviously bought in, but we've got Moses and we've got the other lads.
It's funny, isn't it? Because it's just never recovered, has it? Since the whole incident of paying families for their kids. It's just.
I mean, that's literally what everyone's done.
No, but we got caught.
but-
Of course we did. But we got caught, and we never ever recovered. We lost 2 years of players, and I just think the reputation never recovered, did it?
But didn't recover, and then we made terrible choices of managers who weren't interested, like Rafa Benitez,
And we also had.
Sean Dyche.
Yeah, when we've said it loads of times, just the general standards around the place weren't great either. I still think Everton are making just like small little errors at Finch Farm, by the sounds of it, from what people have told me anyway, just like little things like where the car park is and all that, making people walk all the way. Like,
It is stupid little things, but these little things add up.
No, they do, don't they? And like the little room that used to be Robert Elston's office, and then it was made into like that cafe stroke interview area. It's like, why isn't that down by the car park so that the mums and dads can? It's quite small, and all the mums are supposed to go in there, but it means they have to walk all the way up and then walk into the main building. It's like, why didn't Everton build another separate building so the mums and dads can go in there that was closer to the car park? I understand why they don't use the main car park anymore, because it's where all the players park, and that can get quite congested. So it's like, why don't they have? It comes down to those facilities, doesn't it? Of like mums and dads, because at the end of the day, it's the mums and dads are bringing them there from like six and upwards. And imagine doing that twice a week for like, and you're there for, let's say, 12 years, 10, 12 years, and you're doing it, and you're like,
it's more than twice a week now. What it used to be. Like, I remember watching the Crystal Palace one a couple of years ago. It's probably still on the iPlayer. It's brilliant. But like, some of them kids are there 4 times, if not 5 times a week, and they're 10, 11 as well. It's like, to me, it's scandalous how much how often they have to go, and they're taking the bloody childhood off them as well, and then they get binned, and there's nothing. Although, to be fair, Crystal Palace became the first club the other day to offer aftercare for up to 3 years after.
No,
the
that's
players have been
important.
released, which is massive. But it is all of those things.
It's all those little things, isn't it? We've had coaches tell us of like, and this was a few years back now, telling us like how disrespectful the kids were, and how a just general mess the whole place was in terms of like the way it looks. And that's all. You've got choices. We've seen this ourselves. We've been to places where we spoke about them last week, where it's the elite. The elite get you've got 2 places to choose over. You're the best at what you do, and it's those facilities inside that, like, money can't buy how you feel when you get there. It's the same with the parents. The parents have got like choices, and if Liverpool are down the road and City are down the road and United are down the road, and they're offering them.
Hello, United. Right, United.
No, I've heard the Porter cabins, well, they're getting it all wrong as well.
Well, that's the. I mean, you had the thing. They played Everton 3 weeks ago.
Kit.
They had to wear Everton's kit because they've Ratcliffe's cut it all.
Yeah.
So they don't have kits for they had the tops, but they had to wear Everton shorts and socks. So they don't have enough kits. So if I'm a parent of one of my kids and you've got City, Liverpool, Everton, or United, United are number 4 now on the list where you go. You can't provide a kit for your kid. Then you're not going there, are you? So you've got to grasp them. Everton should be looking out on. They're getting everything wrong quick. There might be an opening here, and it is those things. And something as simple as and I say simple, it's a big thing if you're a parent, because a lot of it they don't let you watch them train anyway. You can't. It's not like you can go and stand on the side, because you don't want that anyway, do you? You
shouldn't be there.
The coach
anyway.
shouldn't be anywhere
Place
near.
Work.
So you should have somewhere where you can go and sit off and it's comfortable, and because you're not going to drop your kid off for an hour's training, go somewhere there's nothing fucking outfits for.
No.
By the time you drove to Speke, it'd be time to go back and get your kids. So you've got to create that place where they go that's comfortable, where everyone is, because ultimately there's a few things when it comes down to a kid making the decision, isn't it? And they have to have those conversations with the parents. And if the parents feel like this club really looks after you and it's looked after us, I think you'd be better off here. Whereas if you're a parent and you're thinking Everton facilities aren't great, they don't really seem that bothered, and it's really difficult to get. How are you going to get in this first team? The manager doesn't give kids a chance. Why are you staying at Everton if there's other teams going, come here and, you know, we'll give you the chance, or our facilities are unbelievable. Like City, they go there knowing they're probably never going to play for Man City, really. But they get that ground and they probably get a bit more money than they get anywhere else. And the facilities are probably great and they get looked after. So Everton have got to almost reinvent how they can do things. And we've done this. And Neil Jushnik come in, he was telling me how they did it all those years ago. They were losing people to Liverpool and that, and they had to reinvent it, what they did with Everton, which made kids go, actually, yeah, I'll go to Everton rather than Liverpool or United or whatever. And then I think we at ourselves. We thought we were great. We're the best ones because we get you in it. And then, like you said, you're probably talking near 10 years now since Everton were done for it, and it's not recovered. We've had Anthony Gordon. Barkley was already through. We've had Anthony Gordon. Harrison Armstrong's got a chance. We sold Ellis Sims and we got him in from City when he was 16.
Does he count?
No. Well, like John Joe Kenny. No, listen, Tom Davis, John Joe Kenny came through. Tom Davis especially played 150 games. He was a first team player. But we haven't had many who were first team players. Kenny, yeah. John Joe Kenny played more than 30 games. That's a first team player for Everton who's come through. But there's none like Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon got £45 million for. Ross Barkley, rightly or wrongly, we still got 15 million quid for. It should have been more. In fact, he shouldn't have been going if the Dutch divvy wouldn't have ruined that relationship. But they're few and far between, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, and Harrison Armstrong looks like the next one. Only I believe they treat him really well. And he really, even though he was born, you know, a Liverpool fan.
Would you not say, though, that Everton have been a bit smart with the academy recently? With the fact that, you know, the sales that they're making with it? Like, with
well, no, they've used it, stuff. But that shouldn't be a way of keeping the club going, should it? Which is what they've done. Not just Everton, by the way. Lost Villa, one of them did Burnham, didn't he? Things like that. But we got money for Dobbin. 10 million for Dobbin, didn't we? We got Irabun for Dobbin, but we've got 10 million for Dobbin. We got money for Ellis Sims, 8 million quid, and we took him. When City released him at 16, we took him, and we got 8 million quid for him, so that's good. We got 8 million quid for Tom Cannon, who was one of ours, who we brought through.
Broadhead as well. We got
Nathan Broadhead, we got $1 million at the time, or $1.5 million, and then we got $1 million for him moving to Wrexham, so we've got a couple of quid from that. And Kunku, we brought him for 270 grand and sold him for 3.5 million. He's in Italy, isn't he? Plays for Torino now. So he's had a decent career. He's been in Germany, Frankfurt. So that's what you've got to do. You know, Everton have got it. Me and Ped were talking last week about the money that went out the club, the 150 million that we spent on first team players that we got nothing back for. Those lads who you're paying every day to be footballers at your club, and you're putting in that time and effort every day, you've got to be getting a return on 2 or 3 of them, even if it's $1 million here, 3 million there, haven't you? And ultimately, you should be going, we want to really try and get 10 million for one of the or 2 of these players. You know, and that's where hopefully Braden Graham will develop and become a first team player at Everton. But if not, become a player who Championship clubs go, he looks bossing, we'll give you 10 million quid for. So having highly rated kids like, you know, Omari Moses is one where you're looking. There's Malik Oliowa as well, who's another one who they like as well. So we've got a couple there. We've got Douglas Lejanks, the keeper, who's a year older than him. So there are some now you're looking at. I mean, look at Isaac Heath. He's doing really well at Accrington. He's doing really, really well. To the point where I'm looking, thinking, not actually sure. He's defo got no chance at Everton. He might not, but at least he's made me think where
he's put the question
a while ago I was looking, thinking, nah. Martin Sheriff's done well at Rotherham, in all fairness. Back with a couple of goals. I don't think Martin Sheriff's playing for Everton.
He's playing and never playing for Everton.
No, but what I mean is, Isaac Heath's got the pace, which makes me go,
don't put faith into people.
But
hope into people.
But Martin Sheriff, no, I'm not. But I'm saying, Martin Sheriff, we might get some money for.
Yeah, but that's
he scored
the point,
a few goals.
If they're not going to be good enough, then get some money for them.
It.
That's the other way.
But we have to have more than that, don't we? We have to have more.
Yeah, we have to have they need to be exceptional, or Everton need to provide ways for them to play.
Yeah.
That's, you know, and that's where I've said loads of times, like teams who are in Europe at the moment have got that opportunity, and we just don't. They get opportunities to play their players.
It is crap though, isn't it? The 21 just crap, isn't it? Because you're doing, it's not forget about Everton even, but like there's a lot of clubs, you're just doing a disservice to a set of lads who may well have a who could have a career in football, and yet so many of them fall through the cracks because they're left on a wage playing in this artificial nonsense league, thinking, I don't know, but feels like a lot of them think they're playing for Liverpool or Everton. They're not really, they're just making the numbers up, but they're not even getting tested, or ones who you think, oh, he's got a chance, then the next one they go on loan, and the minute they go on loan, you're looking at them to do something and they don't do anything because they're jumping up 4 levels and can't do it. So they do have to, in my opinion, create something that gets rid of the 21s and puts it back into a competitive. And again, I know it's not the same game anymore, but I do struggle to understand why, if I'm a first team player and I'm not playing regularly, why I don't want a game of footy every week. To keep me like if I'm Tierno Barry and I'm not starting, I'm thinking I want a couple of games here just to get me up and running. I mean, I might get in the way Beto used the Tranmere game last year, but the other one, Nias give himself a springboard by playing in the 21s, got 8 goals in 9 games or something, then the next minute went on loan and did well. That only come from playing in the under 21s and scoring again and sort of getting back in the rhythm. But if I'm a player like that, or mail and roll, the lads come in being injured, why wouldn't he want a game of footy? Because the Virtu trophies tomorrow night, isn't it? Arsenal should be playing, I mean, I don't know whether he is or he isn't, but he 100% should be playing in that for Everton, shouldn't he? To go, I'll have another 90 minutes, thanks, just to keep me ticking over. And I think more and more should be doing that because the 21s is crap. I understand why they're sort of doing it, but it is a bit rubbish because it's just an extension of the 18s, isn't it?
Yeah, it's rubbish. Why wouldn't you want a game of footy? It's just a game of footy, innit? They're not doing that much, especially if it's like there's a game tomorrow night. Why wouldn't you? There's not proper training going on.
I'm Arsenal, I'd be like, if I'm Barry, I'd be like, I'll have a game. I'll have a run out. I'll play 65 minutes in the Virtu Trophy, 70 minutes, no problem. Shall we get on? Hopefully I'll do all right. Not tired difference away on international duty, but Barry, they're just a Finch farm. I'm not like you said to do. Not Nardi go and play a game. Arsenal go and play a game.
Get into a rhythm.
Especially because they're not, like some of the others have played, haven't they? But, and I know Barry he's playing the Premier League, but he wants a goal, doesn't he?
Yeah, get a goal.
That feeling of like putting the ball in the back of the net. That's the weekend.
9 goals.
Go and get 6 and then just be like, told you.
Just Haaland, aren't I?
Just haven't given me a chance. So that's what I'd do. Gary Ward says, howdy. Emma says, someplace in Waterloo, you mean James. South Road is Waterloo, James. That's Emma.
Is that not Crosby?
Sort of.
See, I'm not from down that end, so to me, it's...
They're all the same.
Crosby.
They're just... No, I'm not from... I think if you're from...
You get Waterloo first, then you cross into
Crosby. Yeah, Crosby's like where the bend is, isn't it? Emma, you can... So it isn't like Crosby where the bend is. You get to the bottom and you go...
College Road, surely, Marine. Surely that's Crosby. Which is just further on.
It's called the Crosby Marina.
It is called the Crosby Marina, though. It's not called the Waterloo Marina.
But isn't that just someone going, people don't want to come to Waterloo?
Abba wants to do.
Because when I worked on the railway, when we talk about Waterloo, it was like people...
Did they?
When we had to go stand on the platforms and take tickets, people were like... And it was full of it was full of shit. It might change completely since then. I don't know.
My sister-in-law lived up there for a while. It was lovely.
No, I'm not the Marina's nice, like and stuff. I've got no issue with it. It's just like
Anthony Gormley with his cock out everywhere on that beach. No, but he is.
Yeah, he is.
I don't think he is.
There. Well, no, his cock's very much there.
Is it modelled on him?
Yes, it's his actual body.
I don't know.
It's his thing and his body.
Being educated.
It's a bit weird.
It is a bit odd. It's like, why is the lash out? Like, couldn't it be Anthony Gormley and just a pair of trunks?
Anthony Gordon. with
Anthony
his lash
Gordon.
out
Well, you know,
on Crosby
With his
Beach.
mullet.
just mulleted up. Looking like Claire Baldwin or Princess
I think we
Diana.
were looking the other day because they've got that cinema there, haven't they? I think we were looking to see what Christmas films they had on.
There is coffee in. Well, I've done it.
You've done the thing there because they have their nice Christmas. They have like
Yeah,
an
they have good
independent one
stuff.
in it, and since the one in Walton's gone, like no one there's. No, and it's supposed to be reopening again.
It is
but-
reopening, isn't it?
No, I know. I believe when I see it. But
Just do it at Christmas, reopening it, get the people there with, dun, 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 with the ice cream and, you know, the interval. They had the interval there.
What you went to see Rocky there?
No,
Were you?
that was the thing. Nah.
That's what it sounded like, James. James knows. You know, I'm a funny.
No, you know the
You've got
song
Apollo
I'm singing.
Keats. You're thinking of Apollo Keats' cock. That's the
No,
problem on
no.
Crosby.
Apollo Beach Snake. No. No, that advert. No, and the popcorn's in the lobby,
Yeah, but
and they're dropping in,
but
it's
the
hitting them and
but-
bouncing. Belter.
Sparkus, rah,
Yeah,
rah, rah.
that one, yeah, they were the greatest ones. They were the greatest adverts
Gibney's
ever.
Jewellery Shop, just over the road from this cinema on Allerton Road.
Look at James, it's like, what's
No
happening
idea
here?
what he's on.
This is when we used to have little cinemas and they were Bosch.
To be
And they had
fair, I
like
used to go
local
for that-
local
I think
adverts.
Is it on like a main road, that one?
Which
What
one?
you're on about?
Allerton one or the one in Crosby?
One in Crosby.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
main
yeah.
road,
I've been to that one a few times.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to-
I've never been to it. That's the irony of the whole situation. Because
Oh, no.
again, that's not my end.
It's bigger than Walton's one. It's like a big,
Yeah,
like
Walton's tiny though, but that's the beauty of Walton though.
Walton's
And it's got like a slope.
Yeah, that's good.
Walton's tiny, but that's like the
But I
beauty.
say they had the interval in Walton. Halfway
do.
through the film, they
I
just
went to
stop
see-
and
well, the
go
last
on
film I went
straight.
to
Like,
see there,
everything.
I went to
Belter.
see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood there because just of the general aesthetics of the place. It was fantastic. I went to see The Shining there as well because they did like Halloween and Christmas ones.
Oh, okay.
And I went to see The Shining there. It was fantastic watching The Shining.
I
in there.
loved it.
It's just little hard time. Get your ice cream or everything.
When I was a kid, I went to see The Cat from Outer Space there.
Dun, 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 dun.
I definitely wasn't Rocky.
Yeah, I love an old. Yeah, it's supposed to be someone's got it, and they were people who'd brought something back in town. Like they'd done something up in town. They've got a good track record because
Okay.
everyone thought they'd legged it with the money, hadn't they? Because all money was raised, and they thought they'd been legged, or they'd legged it, but apparently they haven't. It's a boss. Like you know, if you get that open and stuff, it is really good. Like
Mark said, if a menu had Sean Dyche on the menu, it'd be a cigarette and a can of Stella. It wouldn't. It'd be, let's be honest, it'd be skull and a cigarette, warm skull and a cigarette, and his fingers would be all orange and yellow. What would David Moyes be? Moyes would be surely like a little
steak pie.
Courvoisier or something in a thing.
Finders, crispy
Findus.
pancakes.
Findus crispy pancakes. Moyes is classier than that.
I
With
think
his
steak pie.
cardigan, he is.
Maybe that's when he started. Now he's like crepes in Paris, but then he was crispy.
And a
pancakes.
red
We
one.
all listen. We're all of the same generation. We all had crispy pancakes when we were kids.
I didn't have them, you know.
But there was
I
nothing.
remember the advert, but I didn't have them. I never
Nothing
had
worse though when you got crispy pancakes and they'd be crispy on the outside and freezing on the inside.
them.
Oh.
What was crispy? Like pancakes like
No. So basically,
Like crepe?
crispy.
Like cheese and
So crispy pancakes were like. Imagine a
I can see the
Okay,
like the
so
image
imagine
of them.
imagine a pancake's being like folded in half and then it's made crispy with breadcrumbs and on the inside would be like mince and stuff.
It'd be mint.
Mince, yeah.
I
So they were savoury.
Pancake like you make in a
No,
pan.
but it was like it wasn't like a pancake. Yeah, but it was like the same. It was like that same
Material.
material. And then folded over with breadcrumbs. Emma knows.
Like
She
an
knows.
you mean like an omelette with mince in?
No, not like an omelette.
Like a crepe.
like, you know, when
Like
you go
a-
to Chinese and you get like duck pancakes like that.
Like a very thin.
Thin.
Like a very
Like a
imagine
pita bread. Like like a
Imagine like-
tortilla.
Yeah, yeah.
Type.
Imagine like a corny
Okay.
pasty, but like a very
Okay.
thin one, but
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
mince inside.
Mince.
That's what I'm like. 80s and 90s. This was like a.
No, I
steak-
remember.
This was staple,
I can
innit?
remember them. I just never had them.
Do you
It was the worst thing
remember?
ever. I used to-
Where do you?
I don't think they were the worst
Ham
thing
and
ever.
cheese ones with disgusting.
Yeah, ham and cheese were.
I never had mince ones.
Yeah, that's.
You know, when we were in America in, not this time, 2022, when we went for breakfast, right? Shite as well, I didn't like it. But it had the menu, right? And it had on it tart, right? A tart, and I was thinking, in my head, I was getting like key lime pie or something, with slice. I was thinking, yeah, I'll have that. I just fancied that after a little bit of breakfast. They brought, it was a fucking Pop-Tart. A Pop-Tart, mate.
It was, yeah.
It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I didn't need to give it to Ned. I was like, are you kidding me?
Oh, it's a Pop-Tart.
Yeah, he was so excited, wasn't he?
I've never
Remember
had
him?
this in my life.
Couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
He couldn't believe it. He was like caterpillar
Wasn't
all over.
about Pop-Tart.
I was fuming. Mate. In my head, I built this
Him and
key
Camouflage,
lime
no
pie, lemon meringue slice or something coming after like me brekkie. I was
Probably
so
should have just
excited.
asked when you ordered it.
It was because it dressed it up like that, though. It was like,
It's a tart.
no, it said something. It had like a better name. It
Of
wasn't.
course they did. It was a restaurant. They were like, how many people can we fool with this 14 pence Pop Tart for like $8?
I was one of them. Here he is, Mr. fucking Gullible. Oh, God.
Great. That food that done it, that had to do work hard that day because of all the walking
We
and
done a
drinking we
lot
did.
of walking, and then
All the walking and drinking.
what did we eat in the night?
We had something.
Oh,
in the
we
night.
had some in the pub. That
Yeah,
Ned
we had something in the pub.
denied he had, even
Yeah.
though he was
He
black.
also denied his drinking choices.
even though he had
That's-
coke and he thought he was on whiskey or something.
He also denied the prostitutes chatting them up.
He did.
We're prostitutes and
He
thought
thought
they
it.
were real women.
Women of the night, ladies of the night.
She's a nice lady.
She wasn't-
just wanted
yeah.
paying for the conversation.
It wasn't a conversation I think they wanted paying for. I think it was a little less conversation, a little more action was what they wanted.
You take traveller's checks.
Well, just swipe. Danny says, I think dates would be a ciggy in a half can of flat warm Stella.
Can we not? Can
Nah,
we not?
ciggy in a Stella's not that bad. Brad Morris said, went to a 1 Michelin star place when I was in Chicago to
yeah.
watch Everton this summer. Food is really good, but value for money makes it not worth it.
Where was that, Brad?
I can grill a steak out of my freezer and get more satisfaction.
I know, but there's a lot of different reasons. People go to those places for like,
Have you ever been to one?
No.
Ladies of the night.
no,
Oh, okay.
no, I've never been to one,
No.
mate, because
I'm
they
not
are-
having it's better than a roast.
No,
I
listen.
think he said a steak.
Number one, the portions are going to be absolutely
what I
tiny,
mean.
tiny.
Yeah.
But you're paying for the flavour. But it's one of those things where you have to have the money to pay for you, or you have to be.
You have to have the money to pay for anyway.
No,
you
but
go,
you know
my
what I mean?
friend.
You have to have you have to have the money to be able
You have
to
to afford
to
it.
enjoy it.
I went
enjoy
to
it.
Maggie Foo's last night in Liverpool. One it was night. Well, it wasn't Liverpool, but it was.
So do you think a Michelin
But
star
it was
restaurant
nice.
for like $1,000 would be as good as that?
No.
No, but the thing about it is, though, you have to have the money. It's like a lot of things in life. If you can't, there's a lot of things in life that are probably amazing, but as a person, you've got to be able to afford it to enjoy it. It's like you got on a plane, right, and someone says to you, right, it's $2,500 to go left rather than go right, right? If you pay that money and it's going to be amazing, isn't it? It's going to be, have the bed and everything. But are you going to sit there and really enjoy it, knowing that for the same period of time, you could have just been sitting on a normal seat and saving yourself $2,500? Because I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't sit there going, this has cost me $2,500. How can I enjoy
If
it?
you had a ton of money, you would.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So going to a Michelin star, unless you're an absolute food connoisseur and absolutely love it and you've saved up because that's your thing, I could not pay that kind of money and go, oh, this is amazing.
If you had a ton of money, you wouldn't even look at the prices,
Exactly.
would you?
And that's the point,
You'd
isn't
just
it?
go, should we go there? And you like sort of go. I seen a thing last week. I was reading an article over the weekend actually, and it was about like they interviewed so many like millionaires and then billionaires, and it was like, what are the habits that like this amount? What do you think about? And then this amount, what do you think about? And then that amount, what do you think about? And it was like, it wasn't even the single millionaires. It was that they were still saying, "Oh, I still worry about the bills and all." I'm thinking, yeah, all right, mate, fucking real. But it was the ones who were in like the tens to 100 millions who were like,
with the interest.
you stop looking at, you stop looking at prices
You don't
on
even
me.
make a
You don't
decision.
even think
But
about
you know
it.
that. You go and
You
say
just go, that looks all right. You go.
If you
and
go
just
in a
get it.
certain shop and it hasn't got prices on, you know you can't afford it. It's as simple as that. That's when you know. When you go in a shop, you're looking around. Where's the price? Well, if there's no price, you shouldn't be in there. It's as simple as that. Because the people who go in there don't look at the
Don't
price.
need the
Don't need to look
prices,
at the price. It's like when you go into certain restaurants where it's like a secret menu.
Yeah.
Because
Scam them.
that's what I'm saying. How can you enjoy something
Yeah.
that As I said, I just, for like 9 hours on a plane to America, I can sit in a seat knowing that extra money is going to keep me going for 2 weeks and going to get me nice things while I'm there.
But if you had a ton of money, you
wouldn't even think about it, would you?
You'd just go
You wouldn't even
left,
think
wouldn't
about
you?
it.
And go to sleep. You'd
You'd be
lay
like-
down, chilled.
Exactly.
Mark says Isaac Price and Samuel Smith should be really on our bench now and coming on instead of McNeil and Patterson.
We're ready, lads. Come on.
No, I think you say Isaac Price, he's doing well, but I don't know what he'd do in the Prem. And is he Samuel Smith's playing in France now, isn't he?
No.
Oh no, they got him
Swansea.
back. Swansea. They got him, and then he went to Swansea. Yeah.
It's on Swansea and the fella.
Matthew S says, good hearing about the academy and the future comings with the new ownership. I expect under 18s in 3 years to be worth a decent look. Well, hopefully Nick Cox starts to turn that round. Charlie H says figures probably long outdated due to the inflation of prices these days, but remember reading an article back that the academies in the Premier League should look to average 700 grand transfer fee per academy graduate. Seems like that'd probably be a couple of mil these days. Was taking into account the large amount who released on freeze. Yeah, probably is more like 1.5, 2 million.
What did we get for
now.
Tom Cannon?
8.
Exactly. Exactly. These players, you've scored a couple of goals while they're on loan. The next minute you're getting 8 million quid for it.
He had played in our first team, very sparing.
No, but that's it though, isn't it?
That's the thing. Graham Lloyd says, howdy gents. As I live here, I'm always looking at Villarreal. This summer they lost Barry, Bayana and Pino for good profit, but still replaced them without any issues. Solid start to the season while bedding them in. Good scouting and good on the thing. Joe says, why isn't Barry in the under-21 France squad? They due to play tonight because he's 22. He can't play. He can only play. The reason he was allowed to play in the European Championships at the weekend, in the summer, was because when that tournament
Category
started, the qualifying, he was in. He fitted the age thing, so you can age out over the competition arriving and playing it and be eligible. But once it finishes, you're not eligible to play. Sog says, Ped, did you ever work with Eddie McGurk at Waterloo?
Eddie McGurk. Mate, I was on Merseyrail 20 years ago now, so I don't think I never worked at Waterloo I worked on the platform as I never actually worked there, but I'm sure I probably knew him. Sure, I probably knew him as,
Oh no, the face at least.
But 20 odd years ago, no.
Steve P says, Baz, did you watch England under 21s on Friday? And if so, was Dibbling burning your head out as much as mine? Every time he got the ball, he just did the same thing. Put his foot on it, turned inside and passed it back. Why not run a players? Playing Moldova under 21s, he should be making it look easy. Might be confidence that though,
Why
Steve.
are you told to do that?
Danny says, I got the Pearl and Dean tune, Baz. Is right. Graham Lloyd says, used to love crispy pancakes. Brian Ball says, crispy pancakes were boss. And Graham Lloyd says, chicken and mushroom. And Emma says, don't lie, Baz, you know a Findus crispy pancake of the horse meat scandal. No, I've just said to you, I remember like Findus, and I can see sort of thing. I never ate one, ever. That's why I didn't know what it was. I know like the box that said it, but I didn't have a clue. It just looked like something crispy.
Yeah.
Like that shape.
Sort of came in. It was like came in at the same time as the microwave came in.
Nice,
like,
yeah.
Like microwaves were available to everyone. So like I remember every night it was like jack a potato and Findus pan. Fucking can you when you're just like, mother,
I've had enough.
Do me a favour.
James Wallen said that's where our Premier subs are going. $8 pop tarts.
Hey,
that's our own money.
the other thing we were talking about before in the hotel.
That's where yours went, lad.
It's going.
Hiya, love. Do you want to just come and have a conversation laying down for a bit?
Have you ever had a Findus pancake?
Can I pay you in Findus crispy pancake? That's what Ned would be saying.
Yeah.
Danny says, don't have crispy pancakes in the gated community. They get launched out to the Harrods delivery man. A cardo. Thank you very much. I mean, I don't get a cardo, but there you go. James Wallen says, went to one of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants in London. It was a Christmas presents off my father-in-law. It was £150 each for a 7-course meal with 7 glasses of wine.
Jesus, you'll pay anything after that.
Was out of this world experience.
I bet you it was, yeah.
Would I get it again? Probably not.
But that's
a good experience.
That's an
though,
experience, isn't it? And that's what they do. They give you, a lot of them do have that one price, and you do get like 7 courses, and it's like builds up, doesn't it? And it's all like magic. If you watch like things like The Bear, you'll see all that.
Yeah.
The way they do it all, and the courses they have, and all the mad stuff, and they'll make something where like if you add water to it, it suddenly becomes something completely different, and all that mad stuff. So. And they, by the looks of it, they really like look after people as well, because they understand it is like a complete one-off for normal people. So, as I said, if it was like a complete one-off and it was like something you'd saved up for, or some really special occasion, I can understand it. Or if someone else was paying, then I get it. But as I said, you just, you're going somewhere on a Sunday afternoon, you're just going for that is weird that you had pizza actually, and it was a Sunday, knowing how much you like a Sunday roast.
Don't like roast potatoes.
Don't like what?
I don't like roast potatoes.
Yeah, hang on, well, that wasn't the question.
No, but you can't get. They don't normally offer a mash alternative.
What do you? Oh, do you have mash? No. Okay.
Who doesn't offer it?
Well, they do offer it, but
who is these people?
I feel like it's just.
So you're saying you will only eat your mum's Sunday dinner?
No.
So what's the issue then? Why have you said they? Who are they?
Dad makes it sometimes. No, I just too much messing about that.
Okay.
And it was an Italian restaurant, so.
What was there an occasion?
My mum and dad got married the day before, like 6 years ago or something.
Isn't that called a wedding anniversary? Is that normally just called a wedding anniversary?
Wedding anniversary.
Okay. Fair enough. Is that all? You and Dad have only been married 6 years?
Yeah.
They've
been together since they were like younger than me, but
living in sin.
Got married when I was like 18.
Fair play to them. Fair play. I wouldn't have been asked by that point.
I think he just wanted the party.
Fair enough.
Wanted to.
Did your dad need to get like status in this country?
No.
What the? His dad might be from like I don't know, Thailand or somewhere for all we know. We haven't met him.
We haven't actually.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, could have been from Thailand.
Is this someone? They haven't come in from like your mum's not getting paid by someone else to be their wife, is it? No, just checking. I like it, mate. You know what I mean? Just checking.
Both where my mum and dad lived when they were younger, it's like a 5-minute walk from my house.
Okay.
So
Ukraine.
Brutal. No, well.
Me and my missus met 24 years ago today.
Well, she's a year older than me.
There you go.
Where did you meet?
In Lennon's Bar in Sam.
Oh.
And it was all because of this fella.
Why?
Kevin Campbell. Mr. Half full of sitters at Ipswich. We do 0-0. Silver kit.
We were talking about this, me and me mate yesterday.
Told him. I even spoke about it at my wedding.
Dunk played left wing.
Said it was because of Kevin Campbell that I met. It was always an Everton link.
Yeah.
Went into town, pissed off about Kevin Campbell. Saw an Evertonian, went over to have a chat with her, and there we are.
Well.
I said, "Hey, girl, are you fucking fuming at Kevin Campbell or what?" And she went, "I am, I'm fuming. Fucking hell, just finished a shift at the docks."
Is that how she speaks?
That's how she speaks. Doesn't now. Then she did.
Did she?
She's very rough around. Sean Kenny. She was like,
Did you say the edges off her?
Yeah, she was like, "I know, it's terrible, isn't it? I've just done it every day at the back of a ship. Loading all the coal on." That's what she said.
Me and me foreman, Doug.
Yeah, me and Doug were like, it's just terrible. But I think what would be great in some time to come is if Everton built a stadium not too far away, and it would make the whole place a better area. What do you think, Doug? He went, "Sorry, I'm too busy putting this thing over there."
See you later. Just don't train the top.
Don't train the top. Because of all me bombs.
Yeah. Incredible. Great scenes. And then you married her, so
Yeah,
fair
good
play.
time.
I like it.
I do.
David Earl says L22 is Waterloo and L23 is Crosby.
Right. Get it.
I like David. Are you from Crosby? DP says those ham and cheese crispy pancakes are my equivalent to Baz's Orange Club.
I can understand that though. I can understand that. Do you know what? No, it's weird. Do you have foods that in one form you love, but in another form you don't love? So yeah, I'll give you an example. If you were to give me a tomato and said eat that, I'd be like, oh no. But obviously, I love tomato sauce and I love Italian food. Do you know what I mean? So cheese is one of those things for me. So if you were to give me like grated cheese or a ham and cheese butty, oh, I absolutely love it. But the idea of eating something like mac and cheese or
I couldn't eat mac
certain things where the cheese is melted on it, I'm just like, no, can't eat that. Like my missus will have pasta and she'll put cheese on top and then...
Oh no, I can have grated cheese on pasta usually, yeah. But
I don't know what
have like a mac and cheese.
I don't know what it is. It's just or a cheese sauce on stuff. No, but I love cheese. But I do like cheese. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Yeah. So the cheese Findus pancakes, no chance, not a chance.
Steve P says Pedrino, the Apartment Cube, is so good. Baz, you need to hop. I've watched it, mate. Watched it. It's a belter.
It's a great show.
The ages ago.
For another season.
It's a belter.
The fella from Dingo was good in that, wasn't he? The fella who was from Syria.
Yeah,
fella with him.
Yeah,
he was like, which side are you on? He went, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
He was good. He's actually Swedish, that fella.
Is he?
Yeah, he's Swedish. But he was bossed the way he was
really
like,
good.
Yeah, he's like, I've got my own. And he was like, which side were you on? Oh, well, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, it's tremendous. And there's another one coming. It's tremendous. James Wallen says maybe that's what Everton tried to introduce in Hill Dickinson. It's close to £150 for 7 courses in there. Not spent a penny in there since the Roma game. They don't try to make you feel special.
Someone messaged me before, apparently yesterday.
Yeah.
The person was saying to me, take this with just any kind of
pinch of salt. That'll probably cost you.
I'm not saying he's a liar. I'm just saying he said that apparently Everton didn't let the security people know or something that there was a game on, so it was understaffed, and the ones they did get don't normally work.
Everton didn't let them know.
Yeah, didn't let.
What's the secret?
Didn't let the company know that there was a game on or something that they use or something, and basically said that. So they were all it was understaffed, and the people they did get in hadn't worked there before. That's what they said to me anyway, because we heard what we'd said on the live, and he said that's why there was so much trouble yesterday, because they didn't realise. I mean, don't get me wrong, the run I was supposed to do, the one I did on Saturday was supposed to be Sunday and only got changed, and I know someone who missed out on it because they didn't find out, and they were
turned up Sunday ready to go.
No, they found out Saturday and they were devastated, proper devastated by it. I think they put a lot of work into doing it to get ready for it, and they didn't know. But it was literally 2 weeks beforehand, but also just on that, it was also the Wirral 10K yesterday. So if it hadn't been moved, you would have had the Wirral 10K and this Everton 10K competing, and those BTR events, which are like the Liverpool ones, they're really big. They used to do the Everton ones. I don't know what happened. And the guy's a big Evertonian as well from BTR. Alan, he's actually been in here.
Yeah, he has.
He's a big Evertonian, and he's the one who organises the Santa Dash and all of the races in Liverpool. No idea why Everton community stopped doing work with them. Ridiculous in my eyes. But it was
because Karina left.
So it was going to be the Wirral 10K and this 10K on the same day. So imagine that. But they moved it because of the Everton women's game, which by my reckoning has been organised to be playing at Hill Dickinson for some time. So someone somewhere has absolutely made a mess, and I don't know who it is, but organisation.
Mad. Steve P says, is that tiny pot of sausage, chips and curry sauce for £13 actually real? It's comical that where did these people...
Wasn't that outside? Wasn't that in one of the things outside? Have you seen that thing? No. Someone said, the food footy, and someone's gone, it's nice, but it was a tiny pot. And I think it was on one of the vendors outside, because obviously they have vendors outside. But what was the one? Was it an ice cream van that John was telling us about? There was an ice cream van outside. I think it was the Roma game. Don't know if you remember. And he said, I got an ice cream. It was nice. It was dead expensive. He said, but the guy had come from London in the ice cream van. Yeah. It's like, where are why aren't we using local vendors? There's loads of really good local places. There's a place not far from that by Costco, it does cakes, and the cakes are supposed to be unbelievable. but it's just opened a hatch on the other side, and now it's doing burgers out the back, and they're supposed to be amazing. And it's like, why aren't we utilising these? I know why we're not utilising them. Cash. But it's like, why aren't we utilising these places at least for the outside, for the rather than having people coming up from God knows where, because they can pay whatever money we're asking them for. It's like, I thought it was going to be a little bit different, and then I thought this was all in the brief of like, we're going to get local companies and local breweries in and all this kind of thing. Strange.
Yeah, bit odd. But yeah, it feels like it's still event pricing. And it's not an event, is it? We go every other week, so they're the ones losing the money, or they will be if it carries on. So
yeah, I've just got my Costco card. It's in there on Saturday. Big queue of Evertonians all getting our food sorted.
Go, mate. Job done.
Yeah,
sold you. Belter it is. It's a belter. It's not dead quick though.
No, there's a big queue.
So you just have to be ready.
I think it took 15 minutes the other day when I went in 10th Street. That was 15 minutes though. So
it depends what you're getting. Obviously, if you're getting a pizza slice and a drink, not bad at all.
A chicken burger.
Or the chicken burger, yeah, double chicken burgers, like £4 or something. Belter. It's a belter. Where you go in the ground and it's £13 for something that big. Mad. It is mad. It's mad, but clearly they can do without people spending money there.
They don't need anyone spending money in there, apparently.
Steve P says, how did you get a Costco card?
How did I get one? I don't know if you noticed, but I run a business. No, my missus got it off air. She works at NHS. So she got it. She got it. I didn't have any, stuff. She had all there. We went down. She had an NHS badge, so we just went down, and because she's in the NHS, and actually because of the role she has in NHS, she's classed as a business owner, which is weird because she doesn't own the NHS. We all own it. Yeah. And
so in a way, she does own it.
That's what I mean. We all own it.
That's the
So we got it, and we've got a couple of cards as well. So
Belter.
Bosh.
James Wallen says it was also the Manchester half marathon yesterday.
It was, yeah.
The game had been announced to be played at Hill Dickinson since the fixtures came out, which was after the 10k was announced. Missed the women's game because they moved it from 2 to 12 about 2 weeks ago.
Did they move that as well? So why did they move it from 2 till 12? That might have been for TV.
Liverpool or also women? Maybe
Liverpool were at home yesterday as well.
At Anfield. So maybe there had to be a certain amount of time between the two. That's what I thought.
Oh my God. So just
that was like quarter to 5.
So farcical. So maybe they'd planned to have the run, and then maybe they'd move the kick-off time. So maybe the run and that weren't going to clash, and then they'd moved the kick-off time, and then the runs had to suffer. But the run shouldn't have been on the Sunday anyway, because as you just said, there's a half marathon in Manchester, and there's a 10k over the water. It's like, for fuck's sake.
Liverpool were playing.
Honest to God.
And Emma says, is it true that Aramark still busts the staff in from out of town?
Oh, I've got no idea. I've never heard that rumour, to be honest, Emma, if I'm honest. That sounds really sinister. I've got visions of, remember the COVID bus?
Like that. Fella look unsettled, and you look terrified.
Why didn't he have a mask on though?
No.
Remember that was comical.
It wasn't comical at the time.
It was comical for the rest of us.
I felt sorry for him.
Imagine the money he was making though.
Yeah, as he's fucking in hospital
like
3 weeks later dead. I don't know whether he is.
I don't think he was. I think that might have come out.
You don't know.
It didn't even come out as like a conspiracy theory, so it couldn't have been true. There you go.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
4 minutes to go. But
No,
James Wallen said, yeah, that's what's happened. They moved the game for TV, hence why they changed the date of the 10k.
That's just mad. That's just mad. Yeah. To be honest,
That is mad.
the whole run thing was ridiculous anyway. The whole publicising it was really poor. We never got anything off the club to publicise. We get emails over everything from the club, all kinds. We've just signed an official toilet cleaner thing and all kinds. They won't they? They'll send us emails or anything. We've just signed a deal with, whatever, to become the official whatever at Everton. But we never get anything off Everton in the community anymore. It's gone so bad in terms of like PR, hasn't it? We used to get all kinds. We've just done this, we've just done that. And some of them are like nice, fluffy stories, especially when we're doing the news. And you want that little bit something, to
good.
just put at the end of
happy
it.
Story at the end. But,
And finally,
yeah.
we get nothing off them anymore. It's just like, why wouldn't they send us a thing going, or even someone at Everton going, lads, just in case any of your viewers are doing the run, or maybe one of you is doing the run. It's been moved. Can you get it out for us? It's like this.
Maybe if you tell people you run, and it'll get.
Do you not think? Because I like to keep it on the lowdown. I really do.
Low key, yeah.
I like to keep it on the lowdown.
Just thinking, if you told people, it might have got back. But no, we got nothing, and I do find
Which
it.
is also,
I find it really. I do find that a bit odd.
Which is also weird because, come on. Just tell us.
Publicise it.
Just tell us, you know what I mean? Like, why is everything got to be a secret? Just tell us. Anyway, because it's it's also quite a. Just don't. Sometimes just find some of the things they do strange.
Josh Oldfield said the best bus service we all know is run by Richard Allison.
Big Richard, yeah, he does have the
He's
best
good.
bus. That video will pop up on my socials now and again, and every time you can't help yourself but just piss yourself. You just can't. No, but it's just that girl, that girl at the Rocky.
But why did he posted the picture of himself in the street though and everything?
So good though, she's giving it all her. And then the next week you see the bus never turned up. See, and I said it at the time, why on earth? There's not a chance on earth I would trust anything like that. If I had to get me to if Everton got a European final, I'd get there 4 days before, even if I had enough walking time to get there.
And why would she post it though after?
I know. People were going to be sympathetic to it as well. Do you know what I mean? You just go.
You're missing the point here. Richarlison posted the picture of himself with the suit on driving the bus.
That's not as funny as hair though.
That is funny.
I know it is funny.
He played for us. He posted the picture of himself laughing at her.
But that's cause and effect, isn't it? He posted that because the original thing was so funny. Do you know what I mean? He needs her to post the video in the first place for his video to get that reaction. Her just coming on going, it's just absolute comedy gold, isn't it? Fair play to her.
James Borland says, wasn't it run through an event sponsored by Everton in the community?
No, it is run through. That's the point.
You think someone at the...
But it's Everton in the community. It's Everton in the community would give that company a certain amount of money to put that on for them. So Everton... If there's all kinds of phone calls today saying it's Everton in the community who are getting those phone calls, isn't it? It's Everton who are getting those phone calls today saying I was supposed to do this run and it never happened. The girl I know never got to do it. She's been given they've swapped her over
6 months probation.
Yeah, they swapped her over to do the Aintree one, but running around or running by Aintree isn't ever going to be comparable to doing an Everton 10k where you get to go in the stadium and everything. It's just not the same, is it? It's just.
Did you get to run through the stadium?
No.
Oh, that's what you meant.
In the plaza,
No, we were in the plaza and you started in the plaza, come out, run down through the start line, and then went round the live buildings, come back down, run past the stadium to the arse end of nowhere. Oh look, there's a ship and there's loads of rust. Great. And then run back towards the stadium. And then, yeah.
Emma said, can the club genuinely still call itself the People's Club?
I wish they wouldn't call themselves the People's Club.
Do they still call themselves?
Yeah, it still comes up on the thing. That still comes up. I've always thought it was a bit of a shit.
Well, it was just a line.
It was a line.
It was a line from Moyes 23 years ago, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah, of course.
And then James Wallen said with the massive red bobble hat on too in the summer.
Tremendous.
Classic, Richie.
Good time. She didn't miss anything anyway, did she? No. Do you know what I mean?
Saved,
In
really
fact,
saved the money.
she saved getting tear gassed.
And getting tear gassed.
Yeah, and probably getting mugged.
By her own mates. But yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? No, some of them did though, didn't they? Got mugged by both, their own fans and the other ones. Brad says, I think the place was called Sepia.
What place was called
Don't know.
Sepia?
No idea.
What are you talking? Oh, the place you went for a scran.
Oh, okay.
7-course meal.
7-course meal. No, the 1-star Michelin was Brad, wasn't it?
Okay, what are we?
I don't know.
Don't know. Context.
There wasn't any context. I think if I go back, Brad.
It
that's
was.
what-
He was the Chicago fella.
Oh, okay. It
Oh,
was called
Sepia.
Sepia.
Okay. I don't remember seeing
No,
Sepia
no,
in
no.
Chicago.
No.
No. Probably been destroyed now by the army. That's obviously, and the war that's going on in Chicago.
I don't think where we were.
I don't think anywhere.
No.
But there are
Stories that there was.
there's well, Chicago's such a dangerous place, Baz, as we saw. While
I mean,
we
it
were
is a dangerous place at the whole state, but where we were is not that.
Yeah, but Chicago's not the whole state. That's Illinois.
Yeah, but Chicago's bigger than what we saw. We were all right. We were on Magnificent Mile. We were fine.
Chicago's a nice place.
I know, but there's more murders per square.
It's not true.
foot
It's
than-
not true anymore.
Isn't it?
No, it's not true anymore. It's been debunked, I think.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think it's like
That's where Kanye West's
like
from.
Tennessee and places like that.
Oh,
now,
is it?
but worse.
Okay. I just know that, but that what we saw was absolutely amazing. Chicago. Didn't see the army getting called in to get people off the streets at Lollapalooza, did you?
No.
There you go. Right, we're done. See you all tomorrow. Beautiful people. Bye.
Bye.
Watch that video. See you.